Well, they haven't done that. They never update their site. It's not a dead site. From an update perspective, it's, 3 foot under, not 6 foot under. Today I'm on my way to see a timber company. Why they've asked me to go is their website used to generate online business, so leads purely from the internet, of £100,000 to £150,000 a year. About 18 months ago, that fell straight down to zero, literally zero, more or less. So they asked me to come and have a look. Why would that have happened? And what can we do about it to get it back up to speed? That's a good scenario for someone like me because it means I can take a lot of risks. When you have £1 million business, and we work with a few of them who have $1 million plus turnover online, you have to be so careful because one change can affect everything. Well, when you've lost all your business, we can really go for it, and that's what I'll be advising them to do, to really go for it. Anyway, I will update you on what comes out of that conversation. Left the timber company after talking about their website or marketing, and the answer to the question, why do I not perform as well as I used to, is I have no idea. No one does. That's because there's so many factors involved, and triggers and influences, and I don't know. However, there's always some clues, and these were fairly obvious today. Their current website, 7 to 8 years old, built using basic HTML, so old-fashioned way of building websites, for a resolution screen that was half the size. People always say you used to design for certain size monitors, and 7 or 8 years ago you'd have filled the screen with this site. But because monitors become more technology, high performance, only fills half the screen now. But most importantly, very static. No new content, or very rarely. Nothing changes. Google won't like that very much. And so what probably happened is a combination of factors. Google's evolved. I wouldn't say it's become intuitive, because I don't think maths is intuitive. However, Google has evolved, and what would have been a very simplistic search engine approach previously, which is basically, I wouldn't call it keyword bombing, but it's not far off, putting text in the right places and things, that doesn't really work anymore. It wants to see quality content, high value content on a regular basis. If you want to do one thing, or two things, to improve your ranking, update your site, put better content on more frequently. And the second one is get some good links, which I'm not going to talk about now, but update your website with some good content on a regular basis. Visitors like it, Google loves it. Well, they haven't done that. They never update their site. It's not a dead site. From an update perspective, it's 3 foot under, not 6 foot under. Anyway, that's what happened. Google will have evolved the way they rank sites. On a particular day or year, it reached a tipping point on the way their current site was built, and their ranking dissipated, combined with an ongoing and constant increase in competition, which is a reality of any sector online. There are always new entrants. Okay. So people got smarter, they stayed the same. So what can you do about it? I said, well, I don't really have much to lose, and nor do you. Because, people aren't really looking at this site, and the ones who are looking probably know you already, and they're looking for more sales type conversion content, which you don't do well because it's an old-fashioned delivery. It's very texty, small, difficult to read, pictures are small. Yeah, not really converting people. I said, look, this should work, because if I build you a new site using a modern technology, which is mobile responsive and all those other benefits, but more importantly, just on the most basic level, if I can deliver your imagery better, larger, better definition, and your text in a readable way, just that alone should pay you a return. Because anybody who's coming to your site based on recommendation or word of mouth, which is an important part of their site, more of them will engage with you because they'll look at this and go, look at the quality of that work, look at what they can do. Yeah, so you can't really lose. I don't think so. Which brought me on to, why would you do it at all in terms of search engine optimization? Because what came out in the discussion is, whilst they do deliver work and supply property owners, they don't really want to, for reasons which I will not share with you. They want trade customers. They want business to business. That's their preferred arena. That's marketing. It means I want to work with you and I don't want to work with them. So okay, so who are the people in these businesses? What are they? He said they're buyers. Okay, I said, right, okay, they're employees then, so they've got certain pressures. But as soon as you talk about the buyers, that does rather negate search engine optimization, in my view, for more common generic products, because they're not looking. They already have suppliers, otherwise they wouldn't be a buyer of generic common product. They will be approached frequently by people offering alternative similar products. The only time a buyer would look is if they have a problem. First problem, I cannot source the product because my existing suppliers don't have capacity. Then they will look for an alternative. Second problem, my existing suppliers don't supply that product because it's not standard. A bespoke solution or something very complicated or difficult. That's the only other reason they would look, in my opinion. And I talk to them, they talk to buyers all the time, and they agreed. So there is no search engine market unless you're targeting very niche terms. Well, why would I bother then? It's all about sales content and nothing to do with search engine optimization. What I need to build is, to be honest with you, building a modern site will rank higher anyway. But actually, what I actually need to do is deliver my sales message in a far more effective way. I said, if I'm a buyer, what are the three things I care about? And they said, do you make the product in the first place? Is it a quality product? Will you deliver it on time? I said, fine. Do you make the product on the first place? I'll just say so. Is it a quality product? But what is quality in construction or timber production? It's visual. Saying I meet a certain tolerance or specification is whatever. That's not interesting to a buyer. Not really, that's a given. What they want to know is, who do you work for? Was it good? And does the product look brilliant? Because that's how they get beat up, right? Buyers. Did you buy it at a good price and did it work? So, well, that's visual. I said, let's just build a site which is kind of a portfolio site and deliver loads of examples of your work in brilliant photos of a large size that people can actually read. And let's go and tell them. They're not looking. Let's find these people. They've got names. They're buyers in target companies. There aren't that many, not in the sort of geographic market they were targeting. Let's go and find these people. Let's go and tell them we have a new website and remind them that we are brilliant. So that's going to be my brief, or certainly, the brief I've started on, which is, let's build a fantastic sales delivery mechanism, which we'll call a website. And there will be ranking benefits, because there has to be, compared to what they have already, because Google will respond more positively. And let's go and tell everyone. They then said to me, what about social media? Is it worth it? And we've never had social media profiles. I said, well, you might get judged, I suppose, on credibility, but actually, if you don't update your social media, it's kind of a damage to credibility. But I'll give you an example. which is similar type of company to you in the area, put out 6 LinkedIn posts. We did actually about recruitment, but you know, they had examples of work on their LinkedIn profile over the space of 6 weeks. And when I went back to that business, they said that was interesting because we've just been asked to bid on £130,000 worth of work based on 6 posts which were not sales content. So it's worth a go, maybe. It is worth a go because people don't often stop working with you because you did something wrong. They stop working with you because they forgot you because they're really busy. So if I can remind them every week, which I can with social media for nothing, then I will. And that should raise brand awareness in the buyer market and generate work. Last thing he said to me, thanks for coming, sounds good, etc, etc. I said, am I going to end up in one of your video blogs? I said, yes you are. So I'm getting in my car right now and I'm going to talk all about you. Which I have.